round out the officiating crew. And off we go on Sunday Night Basketball from the home of the champs. Jalen Williams back in the lineup. J-Dub, so important to this Oklahoma City team. Chet Holmgren, huge first quarter against the Knicks. Earlier this month, Lou Dort with a three to allow the fans to sit down.
That's a welcome sight. Here coach Dragnon, a Thunder fan. Dort has not shot the ball well, really all season long. It's his first to go.
Anthony Towns on a cut to the basket is fouled as we have the first whistle. And Karl Anthony Towns, a part of that in the last game, was on the bench for the last 2/3 of the fourth quarter. Didn't finish the game out.
But that's scoring defense against and field goal percentage. Look at this.
Beautiful. Williams on the toss.
And here's that lack of communication we were talking about defensively for the Knicks.
Hartenstein, the former Knick, comes up with the finish. 2 years with New York. Second year here with Oklahoma City. Anunoby guarded by Holmgren here to begin. SGA, the overplay from behind, knocked it away. Dort the other way.
Well, you see the cross matchups because you've got J-Dub, Jalen Williams guarding Cat. They like to play Karl Anthony Towns with a smaller defender.
Holmgren off on the three. Brunson tipped it to Towns. Dale Bridges gave 631 in a row. Talk about load management. He brings it every night. Count on him, consistent. Brunson, first shot. And Hartenstein, the rebound for the Knicks, for the former Knick, for the Thunder.
Think about the two toughest defenders that Brunson is going to have to go against tonight. You just saw right there. Jalen Williams, what a spin move by SGA. My goodness, high off the glass. And now you've got Lou Dort guarding Brunson as well. So those would be the two primary defenders, especially on those switches.
Hart set a screen. Brunson had space. He's missed his first couple. Back the other way come the Thunder. Early 5-point lead. Play joined by Holmgren. We both did the same thing. What did we do? We looked over to Mike Brown. We thought he may have pulled the timeout.
I thought he was going to call a timeout. This is the slow start that he was worried about.
Bridges floats it in for two. And it's not necessarily the score, but it's how the other team is getting baskets that has Mike uptight about that.
And then other guys get going, right? SGA, easy layup, gets going. Dort, wide open three.
Williams left it. Good job by Bridges to get in the way of the pass. Brunson back the other way for New York. And SGA, top 10 scorers matched up there. Anunoby off on the three. Thunder come off a win over Chicago by 18 the other night. Williams, ball has energy, but SGA threw it away, but Hartenstein was cutting.
Rise.
31.4 points per game. Hart knocked down. Thought about that quick shot. Williams was right there for it. Good penetration. Hart challenged by the taller Hartenstein. Got it back, though. Good offensive board for the Knicks, and Brunson fires for three and knocks it down.
Again, you're talking about one of the better offensive rebounding teams in the association, the New York Knicks.
They ranked 5th in the league in offensive rebounds. SGA had it spin out. Anunoby the board, Brunson the push. Bridges the attack. And two. Nice little comeback here for the Knicks.
And this is what I like about that.
13 misfires, and Brunson at the boards again.
Liking the pace here for New York.
Anunoby off the line to the basket. On a contact, no whistles. The Knicks bench in its entirety up asking for it. And Bridges gives the foul as Gilgeous-Alexander. We are 2 weeks away from the end of the regular season and the start of what promises to be an outstanding playoff stretch. Gilgeous-Alexander shooting over Deuce McBride, who was back in the lineup for the Knicks, just returning at that timeout. This is the last 28 games after 4 muscle surgery. Big addition to this Knicks team. And Hart fires a three. Good. Box out by Jordan.
5 rebounds already for Hartenstein.
George boxed out. He should get a three.
On cue there, Mike. Again, 2 for 2 now to start this ball game for Dort. now his primary guarding assignment in Jalen Brunson.
One of the best. Physical, fast feet. With McBride. Went inside, put on the brakes. Anunoby, watched by Holmgren. On the deck. Out of the corner, Hart, late clock, got to do something. It'll be OG. Towns the rebound. Knicks love seeing that. OG joins the play. To the basket. Met at the summit, but fouled by Hartenstein. His second.
Before he went out, Mike, he was their best three-point shooter. He was on fire to start this year from three.
He was hitting them at 42%, and Mike Brown told us when we met with him before the game how excited he is to get him back. Also, his ability on the ball as well, and a little bit of something for the Knicks. SGA too far away, but the body bump and the foul is called. He's on average yet to hit one. DraftKings #1 sportsbook for live betting. Get in on the action. Download the app. Use promo code DUNK when you sign up. And Mike made the point that, yeah, you get frustrated in game because he gets to the line so often. But when you go back and look at the film, there's a craftiness to it. Doesn't mean it's less frustrating, but you can see how he draws fouls. But this one's out of bounds and will stay down here. As I look at somebody...
Players are going to get a kind and friendly whistle from the officials. And think about it for Mike Brown. His only technical this year came in that March 4th matchup between these two teams.
SGA pulled up. Misses that. Slow start from the field. 1 of 5 tonight. Anunoby pulled to the basket, and he gets fouled. But what's it going to be in the playoffs? Because we know what it got like in the playoffs last year. You foul him, he's a 39% shooter, you put him on the line, and you keep him out there. He's a huge part of this Knicks success. SGA past the McBride and contacted, and
his teammates involved. I know you're like, how is that possible? It helps that J-Dub is back, Jalen Williams, to help with the ball handling, but he hasn't taken any of the shine as the points per game leaders in our game. Doesn't take any of the shine away from his teammates. Everyone's been rewarded from playing with him. Absolutely love playing with the great SGA.
The growth of Williams and Holmgren lob to the rim for Robinson. Heads out of bounds. Knicks turn
on the floor now. The Thunder are trying to keep Mitchell Robinson off the offensive glass.
Mason Wallace tees up Jay Will. This is the three. Hart the other way for the Knicks. What a defensive feel to this first quarter than some of the games you've seen the last few weeks. Brunson, beautiful spin, and spins it off the window for 2.
For all you AA kids out there, that's fundamentals right there. The footwork there by Brunson, textbook.
Wallace got a step on Brunson and gets to the basket. Third-year man from Kentucky, known for that defense. Started the year out as the defensive player of the month. Brunson bullet pass towards Clarkson. Robinson couldn't put it back in. Very interesting piece on this Oklahoma City team as we get towards the playoffs. Jared McCain cleared it. Williams dished it. The ball has life, and it's Wallace for 3. Back in by Dort. Timeout, New York. And Mitchell Robinson was mic'd up for that game, and you heard some of that trust as this moving
shortly off the floor. You talked about that Charlotte game. Coach Brown went with him down the stretch as opposed to Karl-Anthony Towns because of his mere presence and his ability to keep balls alive.
Hartenstein, there's a lack of communication in defense as he rumbles down the lane to extend this to a 5-point lead. Knicks haven't led. Thunder have led by as many as 7. Towns the catch at the elbow. Caruso underneath him. Alvarado free. Rebound, Mitchell. Provides good pace, too. Attack Williams. Timeout Knicks.
Not the way you want to.
Really just steps away from where we are right now, and we can guarantee one thing. It'll be loud.
Oh, yes.
These fans are great.
Thunder Alley.
Thunder lead by 7. Looking to be the #1 seed again. Bridges up on that 3. Anunoby fought to keep it alive. Go the other way. The house in Indianapolis was great and matched the intensity and the energy that we saw here.
Great atmosphere. More importantly, so proud of two small markets putting on an unbelievable 7-game series.
Archie trying to catch and collect, couldn't. Towns tipped it to keep it alive. Couple of Knicks on the deck. Alvarado able to put a fork in it. Does not get rewarded. Knicks cannot make a shot. They are 7 of 29 to start this one.
And yet only down 7.
Foul on
T-Mac and Vince and Melo
to the game in the playoffs. Karl-Anthony Towns has the ability to carry the team. Question is, where will he get his shots? What spots on the floor will he get them? As we go through, Anunoby, triple in those green sneakers, knocks it down. Gets back to a 5-point game. And the Knicks picking up here with a little pressure.
And you've got Alex Caruso, who is a great defender, great on-ball defender. He's guarding Cat.
Williams, Julia Hartenstein to lift the defense, leaves the rim unprotected. Caruso got a hand on it, and it'll go the other way. It's last touch off Anunoby.
Alex Caruso, his before, watching those finals games. SGA was great. J-Dub had that one 40-point game, but consistently throughout that series, Alex Caruso killed the Indiana Pacers.
Isaiah Joe back to a cut. Good job by Bridges. Caruso comes to get it, try to take it back. Bridges sticks with it. Anunoby a lift, a launch. Rebound Hartenstein for Oklahoma City. He's got 7 defensive rebounds tonight. Williams a blur. And a foul. That's OG. That's his 3rd.
Left in the regular season.
Wait, so we're both right?
Exactly. Win-win.
By the Brooklyn Zora, right?
System you're in. You could put T-Mac, Vince, Carmelo in any system, and they are going to thrive. That's how good they are. And that's how Cat, look at this. You've got a guy that's 5 inches shorter than you, giving it to you. You've got to go to work.
Double big for the Knicks. Late clock Bridges. A grenade of a 3 knocked down.
What a start for Bridges. Double figures, the first Knick in double figures now.
Got 4 of their 9 made field goals on this night. Williams working from the top, met by Robinson. Towns back the other way. Caruso trying to give the foul. Is anybody back? Nick Bench made the single forward takeoff. Again, 2 Towns against double. Lets the double go away.
Thank you.
And scores.
Be aggressive. Go after it. You can't settle for it. A guy that's 6'4", trying to guard a guy who's 6'10", 6'11".
SGA first 4 and change of this second quarter. Way off from there on this half-court set. Essentially, Knicks are shooting more threes. There's a little more motion to them. Knicks are shooting 4 more threes per game. Nice pass to McBride. A 3 off the mark. Robinson the rebound, the retake. Right inside to Towns, who is held by Caruso, and the foul is called. So it's taking him a little bit away from the inside of the basket, but you've seen with his double big.
Well, the smaller defender on Cat. Now make a quick move and go.
He did, drawing some contact.
Has to punish him. If he punishes these guys that are 6'4", 6'5", Kings will go away from him.
Caruso now has 3. Alvarado, not sure what that was. Williams back the other way, attacking. Dishes, banging a bucket. Oh, what a play. And it allowed Mark Dagnall to start that starting 5, that core 5 they've had for only the 8th time this year. So even though Oklahoma City's 58-16, they've got some time in the lab here over the last few games.
Yeah, and they're only 2 and 5 with that starting lineup.
Alvarado McBride working the backcourt for the Knicks. Double big and Bridges. Clock at 5. McBride. Alvarado with space. Knocks down the 3.
Ball movement, man movement. That's how the Knicks have gotten back in this ball game.
Alvarado came over the trade from New Orleans, native New Yorker. Playing for his hometown team. The cut by Caruso. Now, he's got 3 fouls, by the way, as he's been battling with Towns in this quarter. Brunson and Hart to come back in for the Knicks.
Here's a steal by Williams.
Alvarado got him on the arm on the way up. City 4 of 5, so it's legitimately at 2 games back. Tiebreaker to the Spurs. And San Antonio's schedule is easier than Oklahoma City's. over these last 2 weeks. Brunson off the bench. Rolls in 2. He has 9 for the Knicks. Bridges leads him to 10.
Tell you what, when Jalen Brunson is done playing basketball, he is going to be a billionaire if he teaches basketball to kids, because his fundamental work is outstanding.
He's doing okay at the moment, right?
I know he is.
Alvarado giving him some juice. Hard secondary. Alvarado for a second 3. In a row. Timeout. Oklahoma City on NBC Peacock as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets inside for 2. He's got 10, and the Thunder lead by 3.
Well, he knows with the smaller Alvarado trying to guard him, he's going to be able to shoot over him. But when the double team comes, it's got to be a complete double team. Can't let him split it.
Williams picked up Brunson on the switch. Brunson leaning in, looking for something for a third 3. Alvarado no. Brunson the rebound. He'll launch and land a 3. Tie this baby up at 42.
Knicks absolutely on fire from 3. 8 of 20.
And on the offensive glass, 7 offensive rebounds. 2 more than they had Thursday night in Charlotte against the fun-to-watch Hornets. SGA drawing all the eyes. Mitchell attacks. Holmgren fakes. Now takes. Misses. Dort slapped it to keep it alive. You mentioned the game that comes up tonight on Peacock, Golden State and Denver. The national TV schedule includes 3 on Peacock tomorrow. Sixers and Heat, Bulls, Spurs, and right here an on-the-bench game, the #1 team in the East, the Pistons, #1 in the West, the Thunder. Tuesday on NBC and Peacock, Knicks and Rockets, Blazers, Clippers. Everything's got playoff implications. More on these games, NBA.com, or visit the NBA app.
Stretch for OKC. You've got the Knicks tonight. You've got Detroit tomorrow here.
And then the Lakers come in on Thursday.
Wow.
So, playoff tune-up for sure. Brunson can't get past Dort. Fenced in by SGA. So Alvarado takes advantage, but he couldn't finish. Hart tries to cut off SGA. Good one-on-one battle, and McBride read it. Last touch by Dort, and it'll be Knicks ball.
A great one-on-one defense off the floor. Cat was on. Lack of communication.
3.5 to go. First game in the Garden was a good one between these teams. McBride got bumped on the cut, and the foul was called.